So today I'm going to show you guys how to make an intro. First of all, you would want to get one similar looking to this. This is my example. It doesn't actually look like that in the full project. It's a bit slow on here because I've added motion blur, meaning it takes a lot more graphic content. I don't know, it's complex. And then I'm just going to slow that down and edit that in iMovie later, which normally should come with the Mac, and if it doesn't, I'm sorry. Then you may need to buy that as well as Motion, because that's another primary editor to me. Anyway, so now what you want to do is get into Motion, set a timer for 10 seconds, and then you want to make sure that you have don't record keyframes during playback on, which I forgot to do, so then I had to go back and then do it. So yeah, that's on the recording options. Sometimes it doesn't work if you just click on it, so you may need to right click on it. And then what you want to do is click on your square, which is square tool, the shape tool, that one. And then you would want to draw a square, and then hold shift, and then what you want to do is let go and then click on inspector, which is at top right. Well, not completely right, but well, I guess technically top left. So click on inspector, it's right by file browser. Then you want to deselect fill and then select outline. Then you want to choose your color. I'd recommend green because it shows up really good on camera. That grammar though, I'm sorry, really good. Wow. Make it really small width because that makes it look very nice. You can make it big, but then it doesn't look as good, I don't think, personally. And then what you want to do is you can also add offsets if you want for the beginning. And now what you want to do is click on your library, or click on that first and then move that to the middle. Then you want to click on properties and then change the scale down, and then make sure that it's scaled up at the beginning just so you know how it looks. So then transform it to 3D by right clicking and then click on transform to 3D, kind of speaks for itself. Then what you want to do is go to glow, which is on the filter section of our library. Then you want to find glow, click it and then drag it, or well, hold click it and then drag it to your shape, drag it onto the shape and then it'll work. That's what you want to do. And then you just want to change up the thing a bit until you get a nice glow look that you like. Just choose whatever you want, mess around with it for a while, find a nice contrast, and then scale it down to literally nothing. Now what you want to do is frame by frame click on your arrow keys, so like left, up, down, right, those things, and then frame by frame whilst that recorded button has been pressed, then you can move it at your will. You can also animate with the software, but I'll only do that if I get some comments asking me to. Sorry, my sister was yelling, so I had to stop the video and retry. Anyway, so what you want to do is just enlarge it until you get a size that you're okay with and that you think is really nice. And then you want to click on the square tool again, or the shape tool. If you want to change the shape, you just hold on the shape tool. And then what you want to do is click and then drag with holding shift, make a nice square, just move it into the same sort of area. Now what you want to do is click on the shape and then click on fill and then change that to whatever colour you want. I'd recommend green in this specific case because this is my way of doing an intro. There are several ways. I've done different intros over my years of YouTube. I accidentally clicked and dragged it to the wrong rectangle, so I had to retry. Okay, now what you want to do is adjust your radius, your OpenSea, change it how you want it. Now, the way to check is if your threshold and softness is working. That is how you figure out if that glow has worked. And then you just want to change your size to really small, literally invisible, and then frame by frame move it. So as you can see, my frames, which is shown on timer, I'm doing 4 each time to make it the actual way of it getting bigger sort of symmetrical up to some extent. Then you want to size it up and then make it look pretty. So then keep on doing that frame by frame. You'll see that my frames are going up. So now I'm going to change it a bit. It's going to go to 56. Then I'm making it even longer until the entire thing covers the screen pretty much. Then I lower it down after I click on the shape. I was just trying to find the glow. It's on filters, by the way, if you were wondering. I just couldn't figure that out at the time. But yeah, that's where it is. It's on filters. So you just want to go to glow, which you'll be able to find soon. Now, the biggest struggle here is changing the radius down a bit. Not completely down, just a bit down, and then because it still needs to have that glow effect. And then there's the hard bit. So now you need to change the width and make it a lot smaller, and then you've got to change the square too, as you can see. So it's a bit annoying. Now you can't necessarily always click on the square, which is why you can click on the well, it says rectangle, but it's a square in this case. And then you can just drag it down after you've clicked on it from the panel. Now you just continue frame by frame. And then there's what you have so far. Not great. So then I switch it up a bit and then change the beginning a bit. But that's at the end where I make my final adjustments. Or at the beginning, it depends. Yeah, it's now. So I'm just doing a voiceover because it's a bit easier to me, at least. Because that means I can get closer to the computer that I'm recording on. Or in this case, editing on. So now what you want to do is change the size at the beginning so that it all looks a lot better. So then just continue doing that. Now if you guys have Motion, I have published the template. But I don't know if I've completely published it. But it's now a template on Motion, so that if you click on it, maybe on the templates. I have no idea. But I may be able to send you the template. I don't know how this stuff works, guys. This is my first time ever doing a template. So that looks pretty good. The majority of it is nice. So now the hard part. So you want to get it relatively close to the edges and not completely covering it up, and then turning that to black so you know how the beginning works now. And now you want to right click, switch that to 3D, and then click on that and then flip it up. Okay, now I'm going to fast forward this because it's kind of obvious what I'm doing, but I fail here, so I'm just going to fast Okay, there we go. That was a bit of a difficult bit. Now you click on the text tool, as you can see is selected. Then you just type whatever your name is. Now, as the template, I just called it your name so that you know where to put it, which is in the middle. Then what you want to do is change the inspector. I would go for green because it kind of matches with the background, making a nice contrast. Then you can turn it 3D. You can, on the all... what does that say? Man, I can't read for the life of me. Well, I can, except not without my glasses, which may have just disappeared spontaneously. But Did I even say that? I don't care. Anyway, so yeah, it's like something, I don't know, it's like a texture where it says material, and you can change it from a single to multiple so that you can customize your thing a bit more. Now what you want to do is click on library, and then add the glow, which I have just done, if you may have seen. And then I mess around with the radius just like last time. And this is how you get a nice green. So you want to keep on working on that until you get a great looking, nice, happy, shiny green. So that it's not necessarily ideal, but it definitely gets the job done and it looks good. So that's what we're looking for. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Probably not. Now, we continue on. And what we want to do is go to behaviors and then click on text sequence. Now you want to choose your sequence of text that you want. So there's mine, and then mine. Now it's not actually slow. Now here's the difficult part. So you got to click on share and then click on export. If you click on save, it doesn't save the actual thing. It just saves your file. So there are two different things. It confused me for quite a while. Now here I switch to 3D. This is where I will need to skip because this fails horribly. That took so long. I had to speed it up by like, what, 9,000 or something? Now all you want to do is make sure that your selected file is the correct file, because last time I got the wrong one. Now what you want to do is click and drag it into the motion. Make sure it's an MP4, otherwise it won't work. Now you want to switch it to 3D by clicking on that camera. And then at the top right you can adjust the camera. There. So I went 4 frames every section. Now at the beginning it zooms in, you may notice, so what you want to do is zoom out, as seen. And then you pretty much got it. So this was just a quick test. That comes down, your name pops, and then awesome zoom in. Now it's not actually that laggy in the full thing, it's just in motion. Now I have a really big, amazing computer. This is my Mac. It doesn't work on PC, sadly. If it was, I'd use my PC because that has better quality. Sorry guys, but it's kind of true. So then I just publish my template. Now what you can just do is I'll click on share and then export it to your original movie. But if you do 3D in the first section, like in the same video, it doesn't necessarily always work. So just to be safe, save that video and then go into your zoom in. That is why I have a blank background, just so that I can get away with it, because otherwise it doesn't necessarily work. So that's that done. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys didn't manage to do this, tell me in the comments and I'll try to simplify it more. I'm really sorry this was a relatively long video, but thanks for watching guys. It was really fun doing this. I haven't done intros for a while. Bye guys! Ouch! Ah, boy that hurt. Alright, no, it's fine. Just continue the music. Ah.